in September E-Bulletin, what all current affairs already we have done from the E-Bulletin. So we'll just look at uh, the economics theory part, if anything is there to keep there. Visual communication, all these things theory we have done in the class, so we'll not worry about visual communication. We will look at the concept of scenario of foreign banks in India. So some of the highlighted points I have highlighted for you. So first of all, we're talking about what banks? Foreign banks of India. So some GK based questions can come based on foreign banks. Earlier, I had discussed with you that financial reform started in which year? 1991, during the Prime Ministership of P.V. Narasimha Rao, and Manmohan Singh was the finance minister. And India went through lots of challenges, and in order to tackle those challenges, India liberalized and opened its economy. So a set of reforms started from 1991, which went on till 1996. Lots of reforms happened, and so this reform led to the opening of foreign banks also. In 1993, you can see here, approval was accepted for entry of new private banks, and further in 1994 allowed entry of foreign banks in private sector, in banking sector. Meaning and major foreign banks. Foreign banks are those banks which have office in foreign location, so their head office, the origin, is a foreign country, and they provide service in other countries. Let's say, for example, if SBI opens a branch in Singapore, then for Singaporean people, it will be a foreign bank, right? According to Reserve Bank of India, this is important. How many foreign banks are there right now? 46. As on July 14, 2020. But in April 15, Citibank left its business, so that means it would now reduce to 45. So as per the RBI guideline, 46 foreign banks are there. Now look at the top foreign banks. Citibank is the first one. For 5th year in a row, Kiplinger's Personal Finance has named Citibank best bank for high net worth families. Where is the headquarters of Citibank in India? In Mumbai. And this one is majorly important. Citibank announced on April 15, 2021 that after 119 years in India, so one of the oldest, we can say, foreign banks in the country, it will depart consumer banking in 13 regions, including India, as part of its reorganization. So which foreign bank, you can say, quit consumer banking in India? The answer would be Citibank. Or the question can be, in how many countries did Citibank close its consumer banking division? The answer would be 13 countries. Next foreign bank that we should look at is Standard Chartered Bank, right? Where is the headquarters of Standard Chartered Bank? London. And it is listed, its primary listing is in FTSE. What is the full form of FTSE? Financial Times Stock Exchange 100 Index, FTSE. The list of top 100 companies in the London Stock Exchange, FTSE. Okay, now it's a secondary listing in other places also, but main thing to note down here is that headquarters is in London. It's a very old bank. See, in 1858, it established its first branch in Mumbai. Very old bank in India, Standard Chartered Bank. The HSBC basically is Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation. It is headquartered in Mumbai, and it is a subsidiary of the UK-based HSBC Holding. It is Europe's largest bank. So which is the largest bank in Europe? The answer would be HSBC. Then fourth foreign bank that they have mentioned is Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank is a Frankfurt-based global investment bank, and primary listing is in New York Stock Exchange. Then we have Royal Bank of Scotland. We have DBS Bank of Singapore. DBS Bank is from which country? Answer would be Singapore. It is Asia's number one safest bank. Which bank is number one safest bank of Asia? The answer would be DBS Bank. Right? Which is the largest bank in Europe? Answer is HSBC Bank. Then we have Barclays Bank, London Stock Exchange, so London-based bank. Headquarters in Mumbai. Then we have Bank of America, headquarters in Charlotte, North Carolina. Bank of Bahrain and Kuwait, and Doha Bank, which is Qatar's most well-known commercial bank. Now, each bank, we don't have to read and remember each of these things. What they have given to you is a little bit information about advances in India, how much loan these banks have given, how much deposits they have. Now, again, remembering or memorizing all of these figures would not be something that they would be looking forward to, right? That you can remember each of these things or know them by heart. That's not the purpose here. Okay. Cause of the crisis of foreign banks, why did Citibank exit? They have given multiple reasons here, and one of them is the ILFS crisis, a very big crisis which happened in India. So basically, infrastructure leasing and financial services. What is ILFS? Infrastructure leasing and financial services, one of the biggest NBFCs in India, had a huge crisis in which it declared itself bankrupt with a loan of more than 99,000 crores. Right now, the value of the loans outstanding, dues, debt, you can say, is 1.2 lakh crore rupees. And this bank declared that now we can't do anything. And that led to a huge problem in the NBFC market, bringing down the confidence of investors and depositors in NBFCs. And it primarily happened because of the kind of rampant investment that NBFCs were doing in infrastructure projects, right? And infrastructure projects, can be very tricky. For example, if a huge road is being built, let's say a 200-kilometer highway, and a company takes up a huge 1,000 crore project of the highway, and then that highway goes into court case because of litigation or some farmer protest or something happens, and it gets delayed for 10 years, 12 years, then it will become a non-performing asset. An unfinished bridge, for example, you may have seen some bridges are unfinished bridges, right? Or sometimes this road construction takes 20 years, 30 years, and the money of these companies get fixed there with no returns. So because of these huge investments that it did in infrastructure projects, this is a company responsible for building some of the most, you can say, well-known projects in the country, like the Chennai Nashri tunnel, the longest road tunnel in India, in Jammu and Kashmir, was financed by which company? ILFS. The government is trying to save it. The government has already changed the board members and is trying to revive ILFS somehow. They will do it their best. And all these other points they have given, but again, not so important for you. List of medalists in Tokyo Paralympics, that already we have discussed earlier. Sumit Antil for gold medals, at least you should know. Sumit Antil, Pramod Bhagat, Krishna Nagar, Manisha Narwal, and Avni Lekhara. Gold medals I have already discussed with you earlier. Questions on Paralympics we have discussed. Reserve Bank of India introduces Financial Inclusion Index. We have already taken up questions from this Financial Inclusion Index, so there's nothing much to discuss here. Okay, let's look at some questions from business communication from this ebook. Choose the misspelled word from below. Definite Millennium Rhythm Ceiling. Which word is misspelled? Rhythm. It is RHY, so it's wrong. And question number 2, fill up the blanks by choosing most appropriate option. It's unfortunate that he died of cancer. Dear sir, madam in a letter is what? It is an salutation. A litigant is a party to a case. In a dash format of letter layout, the date, all references, subject, salutation, paragraph of the body, everything is left margin. What is it called? Blocked format. Choose the most appropriate option for the following question vis-a-vis. Its actual meaning is in regards to, but literal meaning is face to face, vis-a-vis. This is Hudson. Already we have discussed this before. This also we have done. Remuneration also we have done. Choose the most, question number 10. Choose most appropriate option. Nature writing emphasizes on historical facts about nature and philosophical interpretation. All three. What will be the answer? All three. Choose the correct spelling of the word adherence. D. A-D-H-E-R-E-N-C. Adherence. An amount set aside of profits or surpluses to meet contingencies is called reserve. Amicus curiae means what? What is the meaning of amicus curiae? A friend of the court, someone who helps settle cases sometimes. Any deleted mail is put in the trash folder. A letterhead contains the following. Answer will be all of the above. This is web publishing. This is also all of the above. Question 18. The reward was not commensurate dash the work done by us. Commensurate with. Arrange the following jumbled sentence into a meaningful paragraph. It's basically one sentence. She is inviting all friends to a birthday party next week. So DCBA. And 20, question number 20. Arrange the following jumbled sentences in a meaningful paragraph. I would like to look at the books on Indian agriculture. DCBA.